Well, I brought the S10 back in to do some more work to it. I wonder what in the hell you're doing now, but I decided to put the 3-leaf mains back in it. They're a little bit thicker than the 2-leafers. Or not 2-leafers, but 4-leafers. Had to press the bushings out for the Caltrac, put them in, and I used, get my finger out of the way, the polyurethane bushings that were actually in those leaves. They were loose and I stuck them in the back. Anyways, I need to smush those back down and let it on the ground, tighten these bolts back up, and we should be good to go. But I wanted to go back this Friday. I got 7 1s with this, 7 120, something like that, 7.12. So we went faster, and I was hoping maybe changing these leaves would help. I think these need to be a little stouter up here, so it probably doesn't flex so much. But pushing these up to help, and maybe stiffening up the leaves up front here will help too. But hopefully it sits decent and it doesn't sag in the back end. I'll know that when I let it down. But maybe we can get a 7.0 off motor. God forbid a 690, that would be nice. I have a 10-second cheap piece of junk.
This time we definitely got some smoke.
I believe is the last race of the year, at least the last Friday night. I don't know if they're going to be racing again or not, but some changes I made to the truck was these main leaves. I put the thicker stock 3-leaf main back in it because the 4-leaf is thinner and I believe it was a little too weak. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but it's what I believe, that the spring was still trying to wrap between there and there. So I put those in, had to readjust the cowl tracks. And one thing I've learned is you set them, you need to go make a couple passes and come back and reset them, because to me, every time I do it, they're off again. So we changed that. My little cheating trick to get a little faster, I pumped up the front tires to 55 pounds pressure. They get a little less rolling resistance. And the other thing I did, I took out the passenger seat. And all of that did make a difference. And I got some video of a few passes I made. Oh, and the other thing I did, I forgot, I did not run any nitrous. I took the nitrous bottle out the week before when I ran those 7.1s. The nitrous bottle was still in it. I lost a little bit of weight and it all seemed to pay off. Well, we're gonna go over the time slips and I'll show you what I ran. I have them all set up in here. And I picked the best. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passes. And every one of these passes is a 7.0 pass. And there you can see the 60-foot time picked up to 1:53. Another 1:53. 1:52. 1:53. 1:52. I'm getting ahead of myself here. 1:53 and 1:52. Now that's my fastest mile an hour. And I believe, where's it at? Oh, that was the fastest time too, wasn't it? Foot brake, foot brake. These two were trans brake. They did get a little bit better. 152 trans braking it. I guess both of them were 152s. But that was a foot brake there, 152. These two were foot brake. Never tried to nitrous it. Didn't even have the, I guess I did have the bottle with me, but it's pretty much empty. Try and get a 6.9, no 6.9. Elusive 690. That would be damn good for this truck, no more than it has for an engine. Now, if you could hit 690s and 8, that'd be a 10-second vehicle. Pump gas, El Cheapo 400 small block build. Nothing special. Hydraulic flat tappet cam, cheapy eBay heads. Just a bunch of used parts I picked up basically. But what was kind of neat is I was going around and the dude at the time shack, he had my time slips because most of these passes I didn't race anybody. He had them laid out in there and he kept coming, oh, that's your fastest time, that's your best 60-foot time. I told him I was, on this pass, I was going to make one more pass and I was going to call it for the night because it was getting late. And I was about the only one keeping the track open. But the track gets way better when you're just basically there. Maybe you and 2 other cars going down the track. You can tell by the 60-foot times that she was hooking good and taking off. But earlier in the night, the track wasn't that great. Left lane was total crap. I couldn't hook worth a damn. So I went to the right lane, I started doing better. And then the right lane went away, but there's a dude in a white Chevelle, or excuse me, Impala, that did a John Force burnout, cleaned the track off, and I started hooking good after that. And then I started doing burnouts like that, going past the starting line, backing up, which I don't really care to do. But I guess I was the only one there, so who's gonna complain, right? Nobody's waiting behind me. Hoping for that 690, no 690. And I think we're done for the year. I know they're racing today's Saturday, but supposedly they weren't gonna prep the track, and the track was supposed to be prepped Friday night. But I'm happy. Maybe next year. All the changes I did help. Been getting better the whole year long. I guess it'll give me time over winter to think of what else to do. One thing I wanted to mention too, which I thought was funny, but it might not have been that funny if it came to reality, but I was doing a burnout with a damn air cleaner lid. See the wing nut's tight there. The burnout's sitting there going around and around like that, and the wing nut's going up, and then it's going down, and then it's going up, and then it's going down. But I had that tight. So I came back. A friend of mine, Joe, I told him, well, tighten my wing nut down, would you? Because I was just sitting in the pickup. So he tightened it down. He's kind of being a smart ass, and he goes, I'll put it this way for you, so you get a little more aerodynamics. Well, I went maybe, I don't know if I went too fast after, but I came back and the wing nut was like that. So I don't know what that's all about, but I thought it was kind of funny. Like I say, it's in the burnout box, and I'm sitting there watching the air cleaner lid go around and around. I would like to say thanks for watching. If I don't say that enough. Thanks for commenting, subscribe, like, share, comment. There will be more on the S10, might be next year, but should be some more on the Malibu next year. I want to get it going again. I did have it going, but she's going to need some more to actually go to the track. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it.